What do
Who
you
are
know?
you, sir?
I'm someone who's calling you out on your bullshit. You're a fucking loser, dude. You don't know shit.
How dare you?
What, you think you're the fucking news? You're not. You're some goofball in a trailer.
That's the point. I'm replacing the people on the news because they're just
You're not
goofballs.
replacing anyone, bro. There's like 25 people watching this. What the fuck are you talking about?
You just lied. There's 113 right now.
Wow.
You must be also watching OTW News. You're getting the numbers confused.
I don't know what the fuck OTW News is. All I know
Exactly.
is
You don't know
everyone,
OTW News because he's not a replacement. I am, and that's why you know me. Get in
everyone.
line, slave.
You should read a book so you don't end up like this goofball.
Show your face, slave.
No, stop it. I'm talking to this person.
You guys are fucking. You're a sheep to your own minuscule brain thoughts. What's wrong with you? You think you're the fucking news?
Hey,
you think you're the fucking news?
I got that part.
Read a book. Read the New York Times. Read something written by someone with a fucking brain who does their research instead of just some goofball who scrolls Facebook news like you. Fucking big-brained idiot thinking you're the fucking shit.
Hey, are you upset today? Is there anything that I could help you with or do? You seem really upset and disappointed.
Yeah, you could fucking get off YouTube.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm paid to be here, sir.
So much vitriol, anger, negativity, just...
It's kind of weird.
Cry for attention? That's my assumption.
I think what it is like when he says there's 25 people, he wants there to be 25. And even though there could be a lot more, the fact that there's over 100, he wonders why anyone's watching this. And I get that.
I get why people watch it. They want to feel smart. You validate them. You tell them that everyone else is slaves and that they're dumb, but you're smart and they're smart for listening to you.
Can I help you out? You're one of the people we talk about.
Dude, I don't give a fuck if you talk about me. What are you going to do?
No, I know that, but I'm
trailer?
verifying for you the reason you're right. The reason why I have a viewership is because the world is full of arrogant, egotistical slaves like you who think they know something, then tell other people they don't know anything.
Dude, you're just as egotistical. You're calling people fucking slaves. Slaves. You're a fucking goofball in a trailer.
Hey,
move out of the trailer park, dude.
Can we have a back and forth? I'm not in a trailer park, sir.
What, a mobile home?
No. You could consider it a trailer, but it has all the layers. What was that?
You could consider it a trailer? Come on, dude.
Yeah, there's a slide out, there's a couch, there's a full-size bed, there's a second bed area, there's a fridge, there's a freezer, there's a TV, there's a full bathroom, there's a shower, bathtub.
That's a trailer. Yes, you're describing like a trailer, an RV.
Right. So I'm just confused. Like I chose to have this to put it on a land to be self-sufficient and self-sustainable.
You didn't choose to have it. It's what you could afford.
Right, but that's called living within your means, right? I'd rather not live in debt.
Right,
like the rest
and I'm saying I don't think that you're exactly a standard people should strive for. Before you go around calling people slaves,
wait a second. This is a good argument. I like this. So let's just have the back and forth. You might make some points here. So I'd rather live within my means. This is all that I need. I'm very comfortable with it. Right? It's run off solar. It's gonna be on the land. There's gonna be plants and reefer and all the rest of it. So if that's what tickles my fancy, it's not being in debt, being able to do a broadcast for a living, do what I love to do, what folks say I'm good at doing, some folks. Why is that not a standard to strive for? I'm living my dream, essentially. I'm making a living doing it for a while now, based off voluntary donations. I don't even sell anything. And I have everything I need and then some. And I'm not in debt at all.
You know, I would agree with you. If that's what you strive and aspire for, that's good on you. The problem I have is that you're sitting around calling people slaves and telling them they're indoctrinated or whatever, and that they need to break free.
Why I do that?
Yes, and I also understand that I just don't know how you're in a place to like make these assumptions and I'm a slave.
Well, we're all just men and women, right?
Right, and you're over here demeaning and calling other people men and women.
Right, but I didn't call you that necessarily until you started acting like that, right? So if you act like a child or a slave, you get treated or called that, right?
I don't know what's acting like a slave.
Okay, well, now you finally asked the operative question instead of getting triggered because you might be a slave subconsciously.
I'm not triggered.
Well, you came on here yelling and screaming, saying I'm demeaning people. Did you
I'm
feel
not
demeaned,
yelling.
or am I demeaning people?
No, I don't personally feel demeaned. That was
So
just,
why so angry then? Why not just come in and ask the question, hey, why are you calling people slaves and what's the criteria? We could just have a discussion.
Because you're gonna give some long, elaborate answer, and that's
Yeah,
not the
I don't
point.
need to give a long, elaborate answer if you want it short, quick, concise, succinct, terse, and to the point.
Go ahead.
Okay. So pretty much if you follow policy, statute, and code in any fashion, you're a slave to man's law and man's rules. Simple enough for you?
You're a slave.
Yeah, other men tell you what to do all day, every day, and or else. And you don't ask what the or else is because you're too afraid. That's called a bitch, a hoe, or a slave, whatever you'd like to consider.
Hey, dude, I hate to tell you, but everyone in any kind of society, unless you like lock yourself underground.
And that's why I call everybody a bunch of slaves because I don't do it.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You're going to tell me what I do and don't do?
Yes, you do. You live in an RV built by quote unquote slaves.
No, you didn't listen. You didn't listen.
How do you pay for your internet? You have internet.
You didn't listen. Anyone who follows the state of policy, statute, and code, private or public interactions for product and service has nothing to do with state of policy, statute, and code, which is not law.
What code do you what code do you not follow? What code do you have to follow to be a slave?
Well, most United States citizens who owe allegiance to the corporation have to pay taxes on their labor arbitrarily set by policymakers.
You have to pay taxes. When you get a 1099K, you're going to pay taxes on it.
You don't.
You're not going to pay your 1099K. Do you make
I'm not obligated. I'm not obligated to be a co-trustee as a withholding agent.
What are those words? Is this just some
what are those
citizen?
words? Those words have meaning. You might want to.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
No, they don't. You might want to go read the damn document you're talking about. It says withholding agent right on it.
Read a book.
So you ran. So you ran like a bitch. Exactly. Yep. You are a bitch and a hoe and or a slave, like I said, because you just told me about a document that says withholding agent right on it. There's another document you can request that they won't give you. It's for a national or somebody outside of the scope of United States citizen, but you don't know what it is and you don't care to know because those words don't have meaning in your little slave mind with your tiny shrunken testicles. Right. So you just fucking ran because you're the bitch host slave I've been talking about. That's why you got triggered from the jump. And just a mere account of the facts. I didn't yell at you. I didn't demean you. You expanded. I contracted, like Sun Tzu said. And I went right to a loving space of care and to the facts of the matter. And you ran like a bitch. So the righteous are proud and bold like a lion. The wicked flee when none pursue. Thank you once again for giving us all an interaction to put some gas in the tank. Because I'm sure you came up off of my Facebook because you're one of the pass-through transient slaves of the metaverse. So because I streamed on Facebook today, or maybe Talcott's channel, you thought you'd come up here and have your way with me. And boy, that didn't go well. And there's been a few before you, and I'm sure there'll be a few after. Because I have the facts, as I told Mr. Valdez, the truth, the case law, and the universal law on my side. You have nothing but your feelings and opinions, and they've been given to you by your masters and your parents. Same thing. Your thoughts, expert panel, on another flawless interaction?
No, great job, dude.
You did badass.
It's not me, it's the truth, right? I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is get back to the words, terms, definitions, experience, meaning and purpose, universal law, and conscience, common sense, right? So whatever would make you think other than a public fool system that in a voluntary society, a free society, whatever a society is, there's a legal society and a law society. If I'm following the law, well, then I'm not following the legal society because I'm not part of that society. So I don't care about legal code. It's meaningless to me. It's revised every other few weeks. You know, there's so many things that are illegal that the average person's doing illegal shit all day, every day. Doesn't mean anything to me. All right. So I'm a lawful man. I follow God's laws. It's pretty easy to understand because it's written in you. It's not on you. If you had any common sense, you'd be dangerous. Your thoughts? expert panel before we move back to slave news. It's very eventful today in certain ways.
Yeah. He wants
very
you to read a
inspiring,
book,
man.
but he can't read. You know? And he wants to get off
Fuck
on where
your
people
God.
live.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Get all the hate out. Show us who and what you are. This is why I say I ain't equally yoked to you infidels. I ain't none of it. Right? I ain't no U.S. citizen. I ain't no world citizen. I ain't one of your animal men, mankind that you talk about. I ain't no mankind. That's this creature, mankind. Kind of like something you'd call an honorable man back in the day. Kind of like an animal beast. See? So you want to see, you came up talking all that hot and heavy shit. I went into a loving, caring space. You ran like a bitch, and you just showed who and what you are. Now you want to sit in the chat and yap, right? This is why you folks need to come see me, and we could have a nice conversation about who and what you are and your role in this world is as a fucking man, okay? Bunch of fentanyl heads talking about nonsense. Good thing you don't make enough money to owe any taxes. If the slave only knew. The slave only knew, but we're not going to go there today. We've done it in the past, and we don't need to do that because it's kind of like being braggadocious and arrogant, and it's egotistical. And it's not that when I do it, but it makes me feel like that, even though my heart is not that, because I'd love right now to put it in your face. I'd love to put it in your face how God works, what you call God, because you just said right here, fuck God, right? That's what you said. Let me get the other one. You're a U.S. citizen, dummy. You have a social security number. There he goes. He's going through all the list of things he knows. Well, why didn't you say it up here? Why did you run? You're a bum of a man. You kicked me, dummy. I didn't kick you. I'll put the link back down again. Come on up. Come back up. I didn't kick you. You're lying. Why would I kick you when I was having my way with you? I was just about to mount you fully and penetrate you. Why would I have kicked you? Right? It's been a while since of a little boy, little feminine boy like you. You're of age, so I can say that.
You're just fucking around with him, man, like a mouse and a cat.
Yeah. Like Jennifer's rubbing my back right now, but it's been a while since I've mounted an of age little boy, beta boy like you, and had my way with him. You know, I have an affinity for that. So, yeah, fuck your God. Where was it here? It was somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. If you only knew, right, what I know now that I didn't know then that makes you say fuck God. See, I never said that. I just didn't believe. I was an unbeliever, as they say. Oh, he's back. Okay. So what makes you think that I kicked you, sir?
You kicked me. It kicked me off. What do you mean?
I didn't kick you.
So what?
So what? Why would I kick you?
I was here 1 second and I was gone.
I don't ever kick anybody like that in the middle of an interaction. So it's just not what I do.
Sure seemed like it because I just
yeah, no, it's not what I do. It's not what I do.
Well, I just want to. What drew you to this? Did you like one too many speeding tickets? Get a collections letter?
No, sir. This was
the police come and arrest you when you like beat someone up.
Do you actually want to know anything, or are you going to do this power struggle?
No. What negative interaction did you have with some kind of authority that put you like this? Yes, it was. Obviously, it is. Oh, come on.
So now I might have to cut your volume down or put you in the back because you don't actually want to learn about the truth, my truth, the truth, any of it.
Honestly, I'll let you finish if you let me finish instead of talking over me.
Absolutely, sir. I won't talk over you. I don't need to power struggle with you. You have no power from where I'm sitting in this venue.
Yeah, dude, of course. Yeah, of course. And you don't have any power over me.
Go ahead, sir.
I asked a question. What negative interaction did you have with authority?
Why do you presume it had to be a negative interaction to compel me to do what I do?
Because there was, and we both know that.
Why are you so we're going to do the whole like leftist psychoanalysis power game where you presume something and say we both know it? No.
What?
You're not going to play your games you play. I don't know what kind of corporate, like, what do you do, sir, for a living? May I ask?
I work for the CIA.
No. Is that an honest answer? See, are we going to actually have a back and forth as men, or am I going to talk to a disembodied voice who won't be authentic? Because that's what I'm used to with a bunch of slaves.
I'm a handyman. A handyman.
Okay.
Yes.
So, right. I'll take your word for it.
What do you mean you'll take my word for it? I spend every day fucking fixing sinks, replacing toilets, patching up walls. What do you mean?
So why is it you would find yourself being so handy and skilled as a tradesman on here messing with the likes of a trailer gorilla, as you say.
I didn't say a gorilla. I would never call someone a
No,
gorilla.
others have said that. You're right. You didn't say that. I kind of gave you that one.
Well, because I was listening to you and I heard you calling people slaves, right? Saying how, you're basically calling everyone a slave, just so you know, because, 99% of people, more than 99% of people fall into what you would call a slave. And I just think that that's a little bit insane, considering slavery.
So what would you call it? So what would you call it when someone arbitrarily sets the amount of labor you're going to give them without any choice?
Who does that?
Policymakers.
They don't set any amount of labor. What do you mean?
You just said everyone has to pay taxes.
Right, yeah. Because we use roads.
Okay,
We
so if
do all these other
I know
things,
the
yeah.
logic, I've heard it 1,000 times.
Right.
But, so because we use the roads, they're going to just decide it starts at
No,
5%.
it's a lot more than just roads. When you turn, I forget the age. What is it? 67, 65?
So there's no option. It's Social Security. I understand the idea.
No, you'll get on Medicaid or not Medicaid, Medicare, and you'll get on Social Security.
So socialized medicine.
We don't have a socialized medicine system.
Well, that's what taxation and Medicaid is socialized programs. You understand that? It's called Social Security. It's all different forms of social.
It's called
welfare.
Social Security. It's not socialized.
You're not paying for the roads.
Socialized.
But you're not paying for the roads. You're paying.
Yes, I am.
You're paying to give other people benefits and privileges.
That's a port. Yeah, correct. There's a Social Security part.
So you don't have an option. You don't think to opt out of giving other people a living off your living?
Yeah, no, I don't think that there should be an option to back out.
Okay, well then you are in favor of coercion and duress, where you arbitrarily decide through policy making, because in France, they say we go from 30, 40, 50, 60, upwards, and they say 70, 80% tax. I don't even know how that works. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Could you explain how somebody could go from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to 80% of tax of what someone creates for a living for supposed services, squandered? Many of these funds are squandered. It's well known by the folks setting the policies to go buy mansions. So you like being pimped and macked on?
No, who's you? Real? What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? You've never heard of all the policymakers in Congress and everywhere else who go in and make $100,000 a year and wind up with a $5 million house after 5 years because they've been misappropriating all the funds.
How do they do it? That's not about misappropriating funds. How do they do it? You know the answer.
They create social welfare programs and they funnel money into their
Wrong. Come on. What's the simple answer?
It starts with okay. I'm not trying to.
It's called lobbyists, sir.
What do lobbyists have anything to do with how much politicians make? What is a lobbyist? What is a lobbyist? Define what is a lobbyist?
You have folks lobbying for different affinity groups, different corporations, different social welfare programs, and they get kickbacks.
That's not true. What is a lobbyist?
Okay. So could we move on then? So taxation's not slavery.
You're not going to explain what you just said lobbyists are the reason why politicians are making money.
I just told you what my understanding of all of it is and how it works. I'm not saying I'm absolutely correct in that aspect. I'm saying the idea that I can't opt out of a policy-making corporate venture known as public welfare is absurd in a free society.
Well, you also, you're also already opted in.
I understand that when you correct your status as one who's born on the land and not one who is of United States corporation, you are no longer subject to the public.
That's not a thing. That's not legal.
I understand that. I understand that you and every other slave with license, registration, insurance, and plates who pays the taxes, who votes for a master, thinks it's not a thing because you're mind and heart control because you watch TV and go to the public fool system.
No, like I guarantee you, once you got the handcuffs on you and you're in front of a judge, you're going to be.
Through it. You might want to check.
Boom! I told you you had a negative interaction.
Who is talking? Who is talking? Who is talking? Who is that? Is that someone on your end?
No, it's not.
This guy, man, mute your fucking mic. Yeah, it's not boom. You didn't boom anything. Okay.
Well, you tried to.
What are you, a QAnon person? Boom. You think when you say boom, there's like some effect there in the room?
No, you tried to say that there was.
You didn't let you stop talking. I'm going to clarify. You said what led me to this, and you presumed it was a negative interaction. I said what led me to this was believing or understanding what was true and right and correct and principled to me as an American under God's law, God-given rights, as I understand them.
Are you sure you just did? Okay.
That led me to upholding God-given rights and the law as I understand it, which led to interactions with policy enforcement in courts. Some of them favorably. Others, you could say, not so much. I didn't do it to get a favorable outcome. I did it because it was right and true to me as I understand it.
What world do you live in where things are based on what's right and true?
I get that you all live in a world where right and true doesn't matter. It's about what you're told is right and true, which oftentimes is a lie that causes...
What I'm told? By
who?
Sir,
can I ask you one final question? I think we're going to go. Have you noticed what happened the last 2-3 years let's not talk directly about it because we've lost our free speech, another God-given right. We won't get into it.
Who's hampering your speech? Who's hampering your speech? You're on YouTube. You're on YouTube. You're probably...
Hey, I'll see you later. You're triggered and you're acting like a little child, handyman. Okay? I didn't say you were doing it. I said I have a history. You might want to look into the whole story before you just jump out the window and make yourself look any more like a fool. The channel's been banned, and I've had to have it unbanned over and over again for misinformation regarding what happened over the past few years. So do you want to be open to receive and understand, or do you want to be on guard and try to compete and lose your footing and look like a fool, tripping over yourself? Every time you clutch for power to make the next move you think you're going to get me with, that doesn't get me. So I'm not telling you you're doing it. I'm telling you that saying certain things on this platform about certain events will have it blocked and banned. So I cannot speak freely and as openly as I'd like to because of the same policies and codes we spoke about earlier.
I don't hear any, I really don't even know what you're talking about.
It's regarding the past 3 years and the whole safety rap with the covering and we can't talk about it. Because
what can't we talk about?
Okay. The event over the last 2 to 3 years that everyone in the world knows about that led to safety and certain activities having to be done for everyone's safety.
Well, what? Are you talking about masks?
Yeah. So again, I'd rather not speak directly about the two things that were brought about because they don't want us speaking about it because they say we're not experts and we don't know enough to share our experiences.
Again, right? I don't know anything about that.
I do, though, because I've experienced it. So I'm telling you, right, I'd like to talk with you about it freely, but they'll cause me issues. So without talking directly about it, you could just say pretty much yes or no or agree or disagree. I'm going to kind of summarize and you tell me if you agree or disagree. The past 2 or 3 years has shown us all that the policymakers, experts, and people there for our safety may not always be as correct as they think they are. We'll put it that way. And it may cause a whole lot of problems for a lot of people, in which case there's not much remedy after the fact. So I don't trust them, right? And that's my right to do so. And I would have to wonder how anyone at this point would trust any of these people or any of these systems after seeing what the fucks just went on, not only for the last few hundred years, but for the last 2 to 3 years especially. How it just wouldn't become
100 years. When do you want to go back to? Or are you trying to do something?
We could go back thousands of years because it's been the same hamster wheel theme over and over again: slavery and genocide, mind and heart control through propagandists and public welfare systems.
Oh my God! What's your goal? Do you think you're gonna I
don't necessarily have any goal. I don't necessarily have any goal other than to show who and what I am, what I do, my remedy in certain situations, or my understanding of truth, how I live it, and present it in a certain way that gives value to others if they see the value. but I don't necessarily have to have any goal. I'm not looking for anything to be overthrown or necessarily changed. If folks want to continue living their life as they've always had, I support that. I'm for absolute freedom and personal choice. I just want my freedom and personal choice to opt out of things I think are detrimental to me if I don't need the services and the benefits and privileges.
But you know that, you know, the only alternative is to like go live on like a remote island and like eat bear meat and stuff. I don't know what you want, because again, I just think it's very hypocritical that you rape in all these benefits from the system and all the quote unquote
getting from the system.
What benefits? You drive. How do you get to your place?
I travel, sir.
You don't. You don't travel. You drive.
Okay, you could call it drive because you don't want to accept it. You don't want to accept that the definition right from the U.S. code is one employed on the roadway to do commerce as a driver.
Which U.S. code?
There's only one that I'm aware of.
What do you mean? There's only one. Which U.S. code?
The definition in U.S. code, right? U.S. federal code.
U.S. federal code. That's not the name of it. If you're gonna try and bring up these exact little details,
it's and United States code. Okay, let me
finish. Let me finish.
I don't need to let you finish because I'm going to go down the list of words and terms, and you could tell me if it makes sense to you. So we have traffic, right? Anytime you get stopped for any one of these infractions, they're going to say it's traffic code you violated. How could I violate traffic code if traffic or trafficking is to move people or goods on the roadway for payment? Like drug
what are you doing? Like little dictionary stuff? Traffic means what traffic means?
It's
cars
a legal
on the
definition.
road.
It's a legal definition.
It's not. No, it's not. What legal have you ever read a legal book?
Then why are we calling it drug and human trafficking then if it's not moving people or goods for payment? Why not?
Because those are defined specific things.
So we could just change the meanings of words and terms depending on where they're used. That's how that works.
Exactly. That's what language is, moron. You're fucking stupid.
No,
why?
That's not.
Everyone in chat. This is why you should stay in school. This is why you should go to college. Don't end up like this moron living in a fucking RV thinking he's a fucking law scholar.
Okay,
who the fuck are you? You fucking moron.
So would you like me to pull up so you'll understand institutionalization because you say stay in the public school system? Would you like me to pull up University of Cornell University?
Do
law?
It. Show me. Yep, pull it up.
Where it says where it talks about. Can you stop? Can you stop repeating?
I swear to God, if you pull up something from the
passive-aggressive, worldly, leftist, institutionalized slave is what you are.
I'm an overtly aggressive, and even with your
and even with your institutionalized nature, I'm still going to beat you with your own game.
Yeah, pull it up. You're just talking.
Okay, so line 1 of Cornell University, right? We'll go back to the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights because that's the prerequisite.
Oh my God, the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of. First of all, the Declaration of Independence is not a legal document.
Right.
It's not. It has nothing to do with anything. The Bill of Rights are the 10 amendments of the Constitution.
Okay, so how does it all apply? What's the purpose? There's the spirit of the law and the letter of the law. How does it all fit together?
What do you mean? The Constitution is the frameworks that guide what our laws are. They set the boundaries of what you can and can't make laws on.
So you don't perceive that the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights are foundational documents?
They have nothing to do with each other. The Bill of Rights are the 10 amendments of the Constitution. The Declaration of Independence was a document, a ceremonial document declaring independence. It has nothing to do with the United States of America.
So when it talks about the Declaration of Independence from foreign bodies, essentially, one of which being, I guess you could originally say the UK, it talks about consent of the governed being one of the prerequisite foundational spirit of the law that we move forward on.
But that's not what we're based on. Our government is based on the Constitution.
There's a dual jurisdiction.
There's no such thing as a dual jurisdiction. That's just mumbo jumbo. You're just mumbo jumbo.
There's amendments, I believe 11 through 14, which generally and specifically outline the public welfare system. It's where we get the idea of civil rights versus God-given rights and natural rights.
Right.
So
we don't live in a country of God. There are plenty of people who have different gods than you.
It's an idea that's supposed to secure certain universal laws and certain universal understandings.
Right, but it's not. Is our government?
Are you going to keep interrupting me while I let you speak on my broadcast?
Dude,
Because you're a passive-aggressive bitch. Show your face.
Overtly aggressive.
Show your face. You're not aggressive. You're a hoe. You wouldn't act like this in the room with me. You and I both know it. Get on.
Yes, I would. What do you mean?
You wouldn't.
Some fucking meth head in a trailer? I wouldn't act like this.
I can hear the bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
Get on camera, bitch.
Ugly ass balding bitch. What the fuck are you talking about?
Let me see your face.
I'm not gonna play your stupid fucking games, you balding bitch. You can't even grow a real beard. Your fucking patchy ass beard. Patchy ass, fucking disgusting blonde weirdo.
Do you like men with facial hair?
I think beards are cool, but you don't have a fucking beard. You got a scraggly ass chin strap.
You don't sound like a California hoe at all.
How? What's that nasty accent, bitch? You're my bitch. You're my bitch. You're my bitch. And you're the government's bitch. You're the government's bitch. They'll put their boot on your neck. They'll put their boot on your neck and stomp on it, and you have nothing to do. You're a bitch.
Boot on my neck. Ooh.
I'm not going to use anything. I don't give a fuck about some loser in a trailer.
Right,
some poverty-stricken loser in a trailer.
Look forward to someone putting a boot on my neck because you're a little comfortable hoe who goes to the system and the courts for your remedy and other men.
You're such a bitch, dude.
Are you going to get on camera, dude?
I guarantee.
Hey, dude, are you going to get on camera, bro?
Why?
So I could see your bitch ass and everyone else could see how weak you look?
Nah, man.
I didn't think so. So I'm going to ask you to go then because you're a weak bitch and you won't even come on camera and look me in the face.
And you're a fucking poverty-stricken bitch living in a trailer.
Nothing in the room with me. We both
Yes, I would. I would.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
What are you, 5'7"? Like, what the fuck?
5'7", 6'3", 280.
Oh, 280? Oh, my God. You fat fuck.
I'm a fat fuck. I am.
Exactly. Come on.
Right. Come on, man.
Hey, before you go telling other people to live their lives, why don't you focus on yourself?
How big I am anyway, right? Because you're a real tough guy who would say and do anything.
Because I don't think people should be getting advice from a fat slob in a trailer.
Are you figuring out if I'm a little bit bigger than you, if you're going to run your fat mouth?
No, I'm saying you're a fat, lazy slob in a trailer.
Right. So you already
talking about the government.
What are you, 5'7"? No, I'm a lot larger than that. Oh, so I might not run my hoe ass mouth in the room with you, right?
I would punch you in your stupid face.
Yeah, you're not going to touch me.
Like, what the fuck?
So, yeah, you're not going to touch me. We both know that. So
I would. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not scared of some fat trailer park loser.
You haven't done nothing and been nowhere around nobody.
What do you mean? I would punch you straight in the fucking jaw. You stupid bitch.
On camera, you're so scared. You're going to punch me in the face now?
Why the fuck would I want to come on camera?
You won't even show your bitch ass face, let alone touch my pretty gorilla face. It ain't going to happen.
No.
Pretty gorilla?
Pretty
gorilla. What the fuck are you talking about?
This is my pretty gorilla face.
Gorillas can grow real beards.
Right.
You can't grow a mustache.
Right.
Yeah,
wow,
exactly.
Would you like that to get close to?
No, I'm just saying it's pretty. You're an inferior man. You're an inferior man.
I know I'm an inferior.
You're an inferior man. You're poor. You live in a trailer. Come on. You're 280 pounds with a receding hairline. You can't grow a beard. Look at that V. Come on. You got a V.
Widow's peak, sir.
You got a V. I call it a V.
Okay.
It's a V.
All right. Now what?
What? What do you want?
So, like, I have a V in my hair. You have a V in your pants. Now what?
In my pants?
Yeah, you have a vagina, huge, gaping, sore vagina, just on here whining and crying, needing daddy's attention, and now won't even show your face.
I'd rather have a vagina than live in a fucking trailer.
I'm sure you would. You'd rather be a bitch than live in a trailer. That's all I need to know.
You're right. I'd rather be called a slave by some fat loser in a trailer.
I'd rather live in a jail cell or 6 feet underground than be a bitch and a hoe like you. So that's the difference between us.
You've been in a jail cell, bitch. We all know it.
That's great.
That's cool. What'd you do? Beat your ex-wife?
No.
Really? Are you sure? You got some domestics, I bet. You look like the domestic type.
Does he not sound just like your daughter? Does he not have the same affect as little Lily? It's just amazing. He sounds just
Does
like
her daughter hate you too?
Really?
She doesn't like domestics. She doesn't like domestics, does she?
He's got a nice little lisp too, right? He's very effeminate.
A lisp?
He's
what
very
are you talking about?
He's very
I have a lower voice than you, moron.
I have a lower voice. Moron.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Hey, when you beat your wife, when you beat your wife and she calls the cops, you're gonna get handcuffed.
Online, and he didn't know anything he was talking about. Oh my god, I was gonna punch him in the face.
Shut the fuck up.
You're
so annoying. What are you trying to be, an SNL character?
Annoying. You're so not cool.
Are you finished with the gay voices?
No, I'm doing you.
No, you're doing a gay
I'm not
voice.
Doing you like that.
You're doing a gay impression like you're a fucking SNL actor.
I'm doing you. This is me doing you as a bitch.
No, it's not. That's you doing your gay voice.
No, it is.
Stop doing your gay voices.
No, stop. No, stop it. Why are you laughing, Jennifer? You're supposed to laugh at this beta male.
Jennifer, when he puts his hands on you and you call.
Oh my God, Jennifer! When he puts his hands on you, you call me girlfriend.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid fat moron!
I'm gonna call the legal society a restraining order on that angry gorilla.
She knows you're poor. You're an inferior man. Fuck your God. Fuck your God. Fuck your God. Your God hates you. Your God put you in a stupid trailer. Your God put you in a disgusting old trailer. That's what your God gave you. Your God gave you a widow's peak in a shitty trailer.
Privately. While you sit there and talk about how poor I am, I just bought a new gun today for a filthy slave like you in case you ever get any ideas.
I bet you filled out that ATF form like a little bitch. You filled out that ATF form like a little bitch.
I bet I did, Jennifer.
Yes, you did.
Absolutely not.
Damn, your wife's ugly as shit too. Fucking battered ass bitch.
Now you're insulting
fake
a woman.
Blonde. Yeah,
hey,
she's a fake blonde.
That woman there is so ugly. I wish I could fuck you instead of her. You're like competing. You're competing with the woman next to you.
Why are you talking about fucking men?
Are you prettier than her? Hey, come on camera and show how pretty you are.
No, but I don't bleach my fucking hair and look like a fucking battered ass whore.
Right. Battered ass whore. But now you're gonna call women whores and don't even know what they are, what they're.
Yep, I will, bitch. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Fuck your God. Women are all whores, and you're not angry and at war with yourself in the world, and pretty much have a
angry and
life.
At war with myself.
Yeah, you have a horrible, miserable personality in life and lifestyle.
Shut the fuck up. This is a game for me, you stupid bitch. This is a game. You're my marionette. I'm playing with you like a toy. This is a game. I'm playing a game with you. You're my bitch. I've been playing a game with you. You're my toy.
Oh,
I played with you. Yes, I pulled you up and down like a yo-yo, bitch.
Turn your volume down. That doesn't work. We've seen that many times. Now that you realize you're losing ground quickly and that you can't affect my inner space, you're backpedaling and you're saying that this was all about you triggering me. No, you're yelling, shut the fuck up and getting angry and emotional. Like a hoe. You didn't make me no bitch. Your volume's down. We can't even barely hear you now.
You're my bitch.
Okay, I'm your bitch. Are you done? You want to go now?
You stupid.
You got
loser.
me. You got me.
I just wasted your fucking time. You stupid fucking loser.
Oh my God, you wasted my time. You so got me, and I got paid while you wasted.
You didn't get paid. What'd you get paid? $5? You fucking reject. $5. Ooh, what? You fucking loser in that old disgusting trailer. Come on, be a better man. Be a provider. Fulfill your duties instead of talking about your.
This is the provider. Could you imagine whatever things he could provide? A woman would never want to be with you, no matter what you could provide, because your mental and emotional space is toxic and immature, and you're
you're the one that couldn't afford a house.
It's got nothing to do with that, sir. No,
yes,
most people can't afford a house outright. They go into debt.
Most people can.
Most people can't afford to pay cash for a house outright. You're an idiot. What world do you live in where most people can walk into a bank with 250, 350,000 and put it on the table?
And you're in a fucking what's your life hack is living in a 1980 in 1980s Winnebago? Like what?
Right.
What do you mean? You live in squalor. You live in filth. You live in filth. You live in filth.
I'm not worried about it. You are.
This is a game. I've been playing a game with you. I've been trolling you. I've been jerking you around. My time's not that valuable. My Sunday afternoons are not that valuable.
So your time's not that valuable. There you go. You just told us everything.
Neither is yours, dude. Okay.
But you're spending your time with me, and I'm making a fool
of you. I'm playing a game. I've got a big smile on my face. You're not getting paid
to fuck with you.
What are you getting paid? Like a beggar's change?
I'd rather
25 cents. Like, come on, man! You got people giving you fivers and cash out.
Not say, sir.
You don't make any money. You're a loser. You're a reject in a trailer.
I got it.
I guarantee. And guess what? When you get, oh my God, what's with the stupid voice?
What's with the voice?
You're such a little bitch. You've been got, and all you know how to do is just repeat after me because you're my fucking puppet. I play with you.
Right.
You're my toy. You're my bitch.
Can you feel the power that you got?
You are literally my bitch, dude. How do you not realize that I'm just fucking with you? Dude. I'm actually like, how do you not realize I'm fucking with you
right now? It's crazy.
You are being fucked with, and you're just seething.
I know.
You're being toyed with. I don't give a fuck about any of your sovereign citizen shit. I just came up here to get a rise out of you. You moron. And I did.
You got me.
You got, bitch.
I know. There it is, Brian O'Shea. He got me. He turned me into a bitch, and he made me his puppet right in front of the world.